Hello, everybody out there in YouTube. We are the middle-aged guys, and it's that time of year again. If we haven't said it already, Merry Christmas to all of you out there who happen to be watching this. I'm the Reverend.
The theme here.
Gray Mouse 1.
This particular video is going to be a little bit off of the normal geeky path that we take whenever we actually just sit down and, conference together and talk into the video cameras like we usually do every week. What we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of time to talk about Christmas. All right, the subject of, maybe reminisce a little bit about, I don't know, maybe some of our favorite gifts, some of our fondest memories, some of our not so fond memories, and most likely what we think about the holiday just in general now that we're middle-aged guys and we're no longer just, wide-eyed little kids waiting for things to appear under a Christmas tree. That said, I don't want to sit there and start us off on a dour note. I'm going to open up the floor. Guys, floor is open. Christmas time is here. Christmas time.
Oh, shit. Let's not start all that.
I knew you were going to do that.
I knew warning you were going to do that, and I was like, I'm not doing it.
Happiness and fear.
Come on, man.
King Cole. No.
Oh, man. Charlie Brown Christmas, man.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that if you ever listen to the fucking lyrics of that song, it is the most depressing
It is.
in all of existence. It sounds really nice, but it is depressing as shit.
I guess I'll start it off. Christmas as a child, we already talked about Charlie Brown's Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Frosty the Snowman. Every year it was like you were kind of drawn to watching those cartoons. At least it was at my house. It was like a holiday tradition. I used to beg my parents to let me stay up later than my normal bedtime to watch those special, because it comes on every year. It's the same thing over and over and over again. But to sit there and enjoy it with the family is great. Some of classic cartoons.
Yeah, I think actually the Rudolph special was actually on ABC just earlier this week.
Those things still come on.
Yeah, and generate. It's been, I think those are the 60s, I think it was. So it's been on for that long, every year, every season without fail. And of course, the Christmas Tale and Scrooge and those movies that come on. Christmas as a child was just for me, it was a magical time of the year. It was fun. We go out and get the Christmas tree and decorate the Christmas tree, decorate the house, going through the malls, listening to the Christmas music and whatnot. And, like you said, expecting, presents underneath the tree, magically appear underneath the tree.
Magically appear?
You know what I mean? And just getting what you asked Santa for, And I think some of my fondest memories is, I was lucky enough to get an Atari for Christmas, and then NES and the Super Nintendo, and then by that time, that was about it for me. But Christmas has always been that time of the year that I really enjoy. Even those songs that you hear everywhere, and it's like now I look at a different perspective. It's not all wide-eyed and bushy-tailed little bright-eyed kids anymore, like, oh my God, the crowds. Oh my God, the music. Oh my God, I got to make sure that I got enough, money to buy Bob and Karen and Tom and George, Christmas presents and stuff like that, having the family over, cooking. It really takes the Christmas fun out of it, when you're an adult. It's not so fun no more.
I think that's the time. This is the time of year where you have to have eggnog as liquored as possible.
Yes.
Man, that reminds me. I got my eggnog sitting there in the fridge right now.
Christmas, man. I mean, I concur with Grey Mouse said as far as the presentations on TV and stuff like that. I mean, you can't forget about A Christmas Story.
No.
Can't forget about that. And usually now they have a marathon of that all fucking day.
Oh.
All fucking day. And nothing against the movie. It's a classic. It's a timeless classic, but still. Fond memories of me, growing up and actually having fucking presents or open things, and it's like, okay, how did that shit get here? I didn't hear motherfuckers bringing in and setting that shit up. Was that knocked out? Because the funniest thing about it is, we used to stay up to like 1 or 2 or 3 in the fucking morning because we were too excited. We couldn't fucking go to sleep.
Who the hell could go to sleep as a kid?
No. What
That
did I get? What did I get? What did I get? What did I get?
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait.
I'm with you, Grey Mouse. I got the Super Nintendo on Christmases and fucking like, whoa. But toys. Yes, real toys from the 80s. Shit made of metal and Tonka trucks, indestructible shit, and fucking that type of stuff. Up under the fucking tree. Voltron's already set up. Transformers all over the place. G.I. Joe's, Castle Grayskull, Snake Mountain. I got all that shit on Christmases. And it's like, fuck, man. Most of my Nintendo games were Christmas gifts. At one shape or form or another, Atari games. And I even had a Castle Grayskull tent a long time ago. That was given to me for Christmas. So Christmas time, yeah, of course, all the Christmas songs get annoying after a while. And you're like, why can't the fucking 25th and 26th come just sooner? But then again, driving around and seeing just decorated homes,
yeah,
and how far out people can go, as far as having their house being seen from space.
It becomes a competition.
Well, yeah, some people Tim the Toolman tailor their house as far as decorating all kinds of shit all over the place, so you can see your house from fucking all the way in the next fucking galaxy. Like, hey, that's Earth,
Or they put their Christmas lights in a computer with the music and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was another, like I said, that was another tradition. We used to get in the car as a family and drive around neighborhoods looking at Christmas lights.
See, same here.
There are whole neighborhoods like Bixby Knolls in Long Beach, where there are whole neighborhoods where they reduce the electrical. No, seriously. Edison goes out of their way and they reduce the fucking electrical bill for 1 fucking month, all right, of the rates, because this whole fucking neighborhood would just be lit up from God knows where, from the, from the first turn in all the way out until the last fucking house, where it was less common to sit there and see somebody who doesn't have lights up,
Right.
Yeah,
like, damn, that house don't have lights on. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it's just one of those things with one of those types of stuff like that.
I miss the Main Street Electrical Parade. I'm not a Disneyland fan, but I was very disappointed when they took that away. I thought that didn't make any sense. That was just a Disneyland icon.
That was one of the whole reasons for us to go to Disneyland, to see that.
One of the things in Southern California that I don't see, I used to see fucking advertisements all over the place for, that I don't see anymore at all now, is advertisements or commercials for Santa's Village in Santa Bernardino.
Does that actually still exist?
I don't think it exists anymore.
Man.
Yeah, I think that actually might have closed down like before the turn of the century, But yeah, when it comes to Christmas, a lot of folks go ahead and they associate it with a lot of memories. I don't want to be, the negative Nancy or
Scrooge. Ebenezer Scrooge.
Scrooge.
No, not even Scrooge, because the thing is, Scrooge was just an asshole. Okay, me, I'm a realist. All right, but just to be completely honest,
There's a difference?
yes, there is. All right, because you could be a realist without being an asshole. All right, and you could be honest without being an asshole. All right.
You can be an honest asshole, though.
Yeah, you can be an honest asshole. All right, which maybe Scrooge was in some sort of way. At least he was honest enough to know that he was being an asshole, so he could be nice to people the next day over. All right, but truthfully, I mean, if I were to look at this particular subject, if somebody's supposed to come out and ask me, okay, so what's your happiest Christmas memory? I don't have very many to go out of my way to pick out of. All right, because I don't know what it is about this particular time of year. It seems that a lot of life-changing events tend to happen around this time of year for me. Okay, I'm going to say this right now: the majority of them not happy. Okay, and that's just how my life goes. Doesn't mean I'm going to shit all over it. I will tell you right off the bat that I've spent many retail year working during Christmas time, and as a result, I hate being in fucking retail spaces, during Christmas time. Not because I don't like those places, but I hate crowds, and I don't like crowds in general. And I also hate fucking Christmas tracks, the same fucking 6-hour track on fucking loop, where you're like, how many bad renditions of "I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas" can be played over? All right.
Oh no.
Because if you work at the mall during Christmas time, you will find out how many horrible fucking versions of that song exist. Right?
No, I'm with you, Reverend. I stay away from malls or shopping as much as humanly possible.
Yeah.
I get this shit done. If I have Christmas shopping to take care of, I get that shit done weeks or maybe even months in advance. Fuck last minute shopping.
like I say, thank God for fucking Amazon and that.
Oh, now people have the luxury of the fucking internet. But think about the 80s when we didn't, or even the 90s when we didn't have that luxury. You had to go and fight and literally fight a grandma that will choke you out in order to fucking get to certain gifts. It was ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, there are certain things, because the thing is that the one thing about retail during Christmas time that I've never been a big fan of is definitely the crowds, definitely the mania. And it's not like Christmas didn't come on the same exact fucking date last year or the year before that, or the decade before that, or the fucking century before that. All right, it's only been the fucking 25th of December ever since the beginning of the inception of the fucking holiday. So it's not like it's like, oh man, it came up, it snuck up on you. Fucking where? And again, it's just one of those things that you end up seeing if you happen to work retail around the holiday time. Okay. Now, that's not to say I don't have any happy memories from Christmas. In fact, these guys know, if they don't know it by now, they probably figured it out, that I'm a sentimental motherfucker and I tend to hold on to things. All right. Unlike the theme and unlike Grey Mouse 1, the video games that I have, like, less than 1% of them were bought for me. Okay, I bought them all myself, and that just happened to be the way it is. That doesn't mean that I never actually received anything for Christmas. In fact, this right here is a hoodie that my wife, then girlfriend, went ahead and gave me for Christmas all the way in 1990. Yeah, and I still have it. Like I said, I'm a sentimental dude, and this just kind of reminds me of, like, in the 90s how polka dots were in. I fucking hate polka dots. All right, fuck Kwame for coming out in that fucking music video in the yellow in yellow and black fucking polka dots, because after that, everybody on the fucking schoolyard had to be decked out in polka dots. So I wore fucking stripes. Okay. Yeah, and just purple and black just kind of goes with everything. So, yeah, this is for my wife. Now, it doesn't smell like the perfume that she went ahead and used to set the box in, which I think was one of the things that really made me fall in love with her. All right. But yeah, this is one of those things that I still have it, even after all these decades, to be truthful. All right. Now,
It's funny because I basically got one of my Christmas gifts. This thing.
ah,
This was a Christmas gift. Yeah. What a gift. Like, damn. And I got it when they started running out of them as far as not selling them anymore. I mean, you'll still find them, but fuck, man. Actually getting this as a gift, I was like, hey, wait, whoa, how much? What did you do? How is that even possible? But yeah, this is like, yeah, one of the Christmas gifts that I ever received.
yeah, yeah, and it's not that I've never received gifts. It's just that, like I said, my memories of Christmas are a little jumbled in comparison to other people. They're really mixed as far as tone goes. Like my earliest memory of like any sort of Christmas gift at all, I don't know why it keeps on returning to this, but it's of back in the 70s. There was a Lost in Space TV show, and you know how it had like the robot who was on there. Well, back in the day, even now they still sell like models of stuff like that, but these models are like a one and done type of thing. Either you do it correctly or it's just fucked. It's never coming together at all, right? And I remember, I don't even know who it was addressed to. I don't know if it was addressed to me or my older brother or my younger brother, but it was showed up underneath the Christmas tree, and we tried to put it together, and it didn't fucking work out. It did not fucking work out. It just, all I know is that I think we got it halfway put together, and shit was like all shifted around, and the pieces that were supposed to move weren't moving because we had used too much fucking super glue and bullshit like that. And then it ended up smashed, and I don't even think it lasted a week. All I remember is that I remember us trying to put it together, and my dad shaking his head like, God damn, I don't know if my kids have any sort of mechanical inclination at all. That's one of those things. But other than that, other than like other slight things, like I said, this particular sweater, actually, one of the swords up there is actually a Christmas gift also from my wife. What's funny is that, and I know everybody can relate to this. Okay, mostly everybody. But if you ever have like the aunt or uncle who happens to be visiting during Christmas time, maybe they don't have kids yet, so they decide to go out of their way to get something for you, and they want to be really practical, and they get you something like a pack of T-shirts and fucking socks or shit like that. Who's had that happen? I know you guys have had
clothes for Christmas, man. As a kid.
Not just clothes, but fucking underwear.
But I was just about to say, yeah, not just clothes, but drawers
and socks.
And no socks. Maybe I can understand, but drawers, especially if they're the fucking wrong size. You didn't even go out of the way to ask my mom what size of drawers I fucking wear.
He'll grow into it.
What about if they're too small?
He'll grow into it, or
I'll shrink to it.
Look, I had a younger brother, so it didn't fit me. It went to him. All right, if it was too small.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the present was to you. Now you have to fucking.
Yeah, the fact that you had to give up one of your presents to your brother.
Wait. Regardless if you didn't like the present or not.
It's like, wait a minute here.
What about me? My brother got an extra present?
Here's the stupid thing about that, okay? As a little kid, all right, when you're sitting there, you're not an adult. As a little kid, you sit there, you're like, this is like the lamest fucking thing in all the world. What you get for Christmas? I got I got a pack of 6 tube socks, you know, or I got a pack of fucking t-shirts. All right. You know the funny fucking thing about that now, as an adult, if somebody went out of their way and went ahead and gave me, hey, look, Rev, this is a pack of fresh fucking t-shirts, all right, that'll fit you. Go ahead. I'm sorry, man. I can't. I didn't know what else to think. I would love the fuck out of going ahead and receiving.
Yeah.
All right. I don't expect the theme or Gray Mouse to go ahead and get me like a set of fucking drawers. But if they were to go ahead and get me like 2 blocks or some other shit, look, I would love the fuck out of that. You know why? Because as an adult, my whole thing is, guess what? You have just saved me from a day of fucking laundry. And
True.
Use this.
Yeah, that's very true. Especially if it's a shirt with a specific design on it.
No, I mean, just a pair of blank fucking white t-shirts, man. I would fucking use that. Because the thing is that as a little kid, lamest thing in all the world. As an adult, my fucking God, you saved me from a weekend of fucking laundry. All right.
Wait, just wait.
Cabinet for the holy draws, the ones that should be used for fucking, you know, the ones that your parents would go ahead and use to go ahead and buff up like their bumper on their fucking car and shit like that. You know, I'm using good fucking fresh t-shirts. I will love you to death.
Wait a minute. Have you ever received? Okay, let's go. Is it like video games or toys for Christmas? Did you ever receive any lame shit?
I did. My grandmother gave me GoBots. Didn't know any better.
Wait, that's fine. Okay.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, because it was your grandmother.
It's not.
No. It was your grandma. If it would have been like your brother or your mom, then that means that they're totally out of touch with you.
You know what? I think from one of my uncles. Now I'm questioning myself whether or not this is real life or not. But the thing is that it popped up in the back of my head, so I think this really fucking happened. All right.
This really happened.
Yeah, granted, I'm going back decades. It's not just years. I'm going back decades. All right. But I think one of my uncles actually gave me a pack of saltines one time.
Wow.
Are you? No.
It was like something he got off like out of the fucking airport or something when he flew in or some shit like that. No, I'm pretty sure it's fucking happened. And the thing is that I can picture my uncle, his face and his name in my head, so I'm pretty sure it fucking happened.
I got the Rocketeer on NES for Christmas.
I'd do that.
Oh no! Now look. When you growing up, you're like, a game, yeah. And then you play and it's like, this sucks. However, I just don't want to hurt. Look, they got me a Nintendo game. You know what I'm saying? Those things are $50 a pop back then. Someone went out of their way and they were like, hey, a Rocketeer is after a movie. You know, you would actually play, like, and appreciate it's a video game.
Yeah.
But that game freaking sucked.
Yeah.
But I still have it to this day because I appreciate the fucking gift. No. And I'll pop in that bitch every once in a while just because. I do. Just because I remember getting that for Christmas and remember how excited I was that that was one of the Nintendo games I got for that Christmas. And I was just like, hey, hell yeah. I got this big-ass library now.
Like you said earlier, you know, like action figures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
I got all 4 for Christmas.
What was the other one? Like Thundercats. You know, all these different figures.
I didn't understand. I'm like, wait a minute. So did Fat Man come and wait? How does this big motherfucker just walk around while I'm asleep and didn't wake me up? Because I'm waking up and I'm seeing, okay, individual Christmases, but I was like, okay, wait, how did Castle Grayskull, how did Snake Mountain, how did Cat's Lair get here? Where did Devastator come from? Why is that Voltron over there holding the fucking sword already? Where did this shit, why is a mini pool table set up? I've gotten all kinds of shit, and I'm like, where the fuck did it come from? How did it get here? And how did I not wake up to Fat Man giving me this shit if he did? And I'm like, damn, was I really that good that year?
Did you guys get Army Men for Christmas?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Little green ones?
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, the ones with the poses that don't move. Hell yeah. You can't go wrong with Army Men.
Because they used to be stuffed in my stockings.
But you know what's kind of annoying but still cool?
What, melting them?
No. No.
We used to my dad, because he's former military, he would have those heat tablets, the ones that you use to light fires, right?
Yeah.
You go ahead and scrape some of the powder off and put it in a little pile and put them on there and put a match to it, and it'd be like the Incredible Melting Man, just watching him go ahead and melt into a fucking.
What is it with melting Army Men that was so fast?
Hey, you want them to die in auspicious ways instead of just getting shot. That's how you imagine them getting shot. So you want them to blow up or burn or lose heads and limbs. But
they got shot too. They ended up as BB gun targets for us.
Well, yeah. But my thing was when you get 2 of the same gift, it's like, especially when they're action figures, especially when they're G.I. Joes. I've had about 3 Snake Eyes in my lifetime.
Wow. Well, see, the thing is, I have 2 brothers. So we basically got the same thing almost. You know, they're a little bit different, but because we all were into the same stuff. I mean, we used to set up the Transformers up, you know. That morning, we opened that stuff up, and we already have Transformer battles, you know, right there.
One thing I hated about Christmas Day, the cleanup.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, so we used to get up at crack of dawn. I'm talking about like 4 o'clock in the morning.
You got up when the sun shined?
No. Crack of 4 in the morning is not when the sun's shining, dude.
No, you said the crack of dawn. Dawn is the sun is actually, you can actually see light. Fuck that. It was still darkness by the time.
That sound effect of that.
Well, you know, it's either that or you do what some people do, and sometimes they sit there and say, "Hey, let's go ahead and let's do the Christmas Eve thing," which I've done a few times with the wife.
I've never had the privilege of doing that.
We only opened 1 present on Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
I've never had the privilege of that.
And the silly thing about that is that, you know, there's, like I said, there's a lot of things that I have like memories about Christmas, and not all of them are happy. But I'd have to say that as far as becoming an adult, and this is a proof that we're not crotchety, sour old men, is that, you know, as far as becoming an adult, I actually have probably a deeper appreciation behind the ability to actually enjoy this time of year, because you know what, for a lot of people, it's fucking miserable. Ask anybody who works at Walmart. The holidays is fucking miserable.
Nope.
Ask anybody who works security for a place like Walmart. It's fucking miserable. Okay? It's just one of those things. Like when I was working retail, every fucking Black Friday I was there. Week of Christmas, I was fucking there. God damn, I fucking hated it. All right?
Well, one thing that actually the theme could actually relate to was being in the military. We actually had to spend a Christmas out there on the
out in the water.
out there on the ocean, you know, defending.
And that's when I played. And that's when I played Christmas Nights for the Saturn.
And you know, you really go into perspective, you know, of what Christmas is all about, you know. But yeah, I think that's had to be like one of the worst times for me because
check this out. Speaking of which, and I know we're running short on time, but it's funny how this happened to my cousin, and I've actually warned everybody about this, that this may happen, but we all chipped in to give him a CD player when CD players were like $600 back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
And we got him a whole bunch of CDs, but I was like, what if he opens that first? And nobody wanted to listen to little young me. So what happens? He opens the CDs first. And I'm like, oh, God. So he's looking at like what the hell?
What the fuck is this?
Yeah. And then it dawns on him that it's still Christmas morning. And he's like, holy shit. And he's looking for the biggest box possible.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Where is it? I mean, he's scrambling over all of us, looking for a big box that says his name on it. And he tears it open. He's like, yes! I mean, he harped on getting a CD player. That's all he freaking wanted. So we all chipped in and got him a CD player with a lot of CDs that we knew that were his taste. But he opened the CDs first. And I was just like, oh, God, I knew that was going to happen. Well, but it was kind of one of the funniest things about it.
I think the funniest thing about it is, especially as kids, where we're at, when we're kids, we're sitting there. A lot of our experiences involve, all right, what do we get? Okay,
yeah.
As adults or as we get older, we kind of pick up on this concept that, guess what? Spoiler alert: Santa isn't the guy bringing the presents. It's either your parents or other family members. All right.
He said spoiler alert like it's a movie.
just saying, all right. I don't know the demographic or the age group that you know watches our stuff.
Hey, now wait a minute. That's not wait, but that's not fair. Maybe he does, because I don't think kids can be good for 364 days out of the year.
It's a balancing act, all right. That's the way that I always fucking understand it. But the thing about it is that, you know, my whole point is that when it comes to, like, you know, when you get older, the concept of where you land or how you participate in Christmas, it changes. As a little kid, it's like, gimme. What is Santa bringing to me? All right. When you figure it out, what are my parents bringing me? What are my siblings bringing me? But then when you get older, you start participating on the other end of it, and you're like, well, what the fuck do I have to sit there and go out of my way and give to people? I will admit, right, that you know, I've out of all of I don't use credit cards all that much, but around the time that I used to use them back in the day was all around Christmas, and then I would spend the next 6 months paying shit off just because I was buying people fucking credit, you know, gifts and shit like that.
I was going to say the same thing. I think as an adult for Christmas, seeing the other side of it, I really do enjoy watching, you know, my nephews and nieces and whatever, you know, opening up presents and stuff underneath the Christmas tree. It's really, because, you know, you sit there and you watch them open it up and you watch their faces light up and whatever, and you instantly, it's a nostalgia thing. You just don't remember, like, yeah, I was like that when I opened up my Ghetto Blaster or my
back in time ago.
You know, so it's really amazing that on the different perspective. As a kid, you know, you were like, what am I going to get? And as an adult is, you know, what does so-and-so like? You know, you don't want to be uncle, you know?
Growing up, I mean, as a kid, you and when you grow up and when you become an adult, you reverse. I have a lot more appreciation now for the people that did get me a lot of stuff for Christmas, because the things that I did get that I actually wanted, that means it's like, and some I didn't even ask for, but I did want. It's like, these people were really paying attention.
Yeah. And
how many of us was like really good come like November? I mean, you're like, I'm gonna be really good because I know what's coming in December.
well, you know, as a little kid, you sit there, you try to go ahead and play makeup for the 10 fucking months out of the year. Is what's going on, you know. The thing is that as an adult, you figure out that no, that really doesn't fucking happen. All right, not to say that there isn't a deeper meaning to things. It's just you know, again, like as says, as Greenmount said, and as I've said, you know, just a few minutes ago, your perspective really does change. You know, all of a sudden you are just the receiver because you're a little kid and you don't know any fucking better. You don't know any fucking better. All right, and then as an adult, you sit there, you start participating on the other side of going ahead and doing things, and that really kind of opens your eyes. Which, okay, I'm not going to sit there and get very metaphysical on this, but you know, if there is a point to this spirit of Christmas, you really don't fucking understand it until you get older.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, I'm not sure if this particular conversation is going to continue on into another video. I feel like it can, but I'm not sure if it will as far as what we have tonight. But on behalf of the middle-aged guys, everybody out there, if you've gone out of your way to appreciate our videos, comments, like, dislike, subscribe or not, if you've actually went ahead and watched this, taking the time out to go ahead and follow along with our bullshit, you know, as much as we do over the every week, you know, we fucking appreciate it. Thank you very much. You know, Merry fucking Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. I say that from the bottom of my heart. Okay. You know, go ahead and give us a Christmas gift. Yeah, hit subscribe, hit like, all right? With that, we are the middle-aged guys. You know, we've just been bullshitting for the last 40 minutes about Christmas, this special time of year. I'm the Reverend.
The theme here.
Gray Mouse 1.
Merry Christmas to all. Hope you all get what you want. Appreciate what you already have. Please be safe. And after Christmas, let's just ring in the new year. Credits.
And go ahead and bed down with that ho, ho, ho. We all know you got one. Or maybe you don't, you know, in which case, well, find it online. All right. Merry Christmas to you otherwise.